you are going to become the next great and fluent speaker of this language. I am villager. I come from that background where nobody speaks English far and wide, and I come from where nobody knows what is English, and no, there is no surrounding far and wide, and with whom I can do practice. How can I brush up my English level? So if you are getting these kind of thoughts in your mind, then definitely you are going to give up on your learning. And yes, if you are villager, if you don't have surrounding far and wide, still you can speak English. You just have to change your mindset. It is the game of mindset. You have just created a mindset in your mind that you are not going to speak English at all, because nobody is going to help you to speak English. You'll have to do by its own. And how will you do if you don't have anybody who can help you in terms of in order to become fluent at English? So yes, these things are bothering you. I know these things are bothering you, and yes, these things had been bothering me for a very long time. But nowadays I can say that by the dint of my hard work, by the dint of my so much dedication, determination, nowadays I have overcome, I have cut down my hesitation path. And yes, you can see, as for proof, I'm speaking English in front of you. It is just because of my hard work, and the hard work paid me off. And yes, if you want to become fluent at English, definitely you are going to do it. You just need to change your mindset. Okay, and let me tell you how can you change your mindset, and how can you get rid from those thoughts who are bothering you for a very long time. You are not taking a step just because of those thoughts, and you are not getting partner with whom you can do practice. So yes, all in this video, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you cure of every single thing that is bothering you. So okay, before jumping into this video, let me tell you about myself. My name is Shani, and yes, welcome back to my channel, guys. Here on my channel, what I do, I always upload my own experience. Based on my own experience, I upload content in which I impart you how can you become fluent at English, and yes, how can you brush up your English level if you are wanting to learn English language badly. So definitely you are going to do it. You just need to focus on my words. Okay, so I come from village area, and yes, once upon a time when I used to be a villager, I wanted to become a very fluent speaker, but I had nothing in my mind. I had no any words, I had no any surrounding. Still I came out from those things. And yes, I have done it. Now you can see, as proof, I'm speaking in front of you. Okay, so how can you learn English if you are not able to take a step? Okay, let me tell you what you have to do initially for starting your journey for learning this language quickly in no time. Okay, you need to just do my activities, what activities I did. Okay, what I used to do when I started English learning for very first time, I used to watch many contents before I started speaking. So make sure that if you are going to start your conversation, if you are going to speak English, then you need to understand English so that you can talk to others, you can talk with others. When you will go for talking with others, then definitely you will have to understand others. And if you are not able to understand others, so how can you make your sentences, how can you form your sentences? So this is the very biggest thing on which you need to do focus. You never consider, you never focus on it. Without focus on it, like regardless of thinking about these things, what you do, you start practicing. And this is not the right way. And yes, if you come from where there is no surrounding far and wide of speaking English, then definitely you will have to go through with simple grammar. What you will have to do, you will have to go through with simple grammar. I never say that go through with every nooks and corner of grammar. No, not at all. You need to learn some basic grammar like tenses, and moreover that you need to go through with models. Models are really very helpful in terms of in order to speak English fluently. Okay, so what comes in models? There are many things comes under models. They are like should, have, could have, may, might. These all things come into models. So you have to learn models. Yes, initially it will be very difficult for you to speak. Definitely whatever you are understanding, whatever you are getting by watching videos, by watching tutorials on YouTube, you just have to implement those. You just have to speak it out in your conversation. And you need to learn tenses thoroughly so that you can make sentences related to tenses. And yes, by applying tenses rule, you can just make normal sentences in daily life. And making sentences normal in daily life, it will help you a lot. It will give you confidence. All in all, what you have to do, you have to learn tenses and use all the rules of tenses thoroughly in your conversation, thoroughly in your daily life. Simultaneously, what you have to do, you have to watch content, consume content. I'm not saying that go for native speakers. go for watching native speaker. If you watch native speaker, then you are going to demotivated, and yes, you will give up. So what you have to do initially, you need to watch normal videos in which like you can just go for fairy tales, normal stories which are totally made for kids. Kids always prefer to watch normal stories, so you can just go for those. And by watching those things, you will be able to understand English. And when once you are able to understand English, then you are going to get confidence. And yes, after consuming a lot of content and learning tenses and models, what you can do, you can just install any application. There are plenty of application free of cost are nowadays trending on social media. Even people are using in audio call format, even in body video call format. So yes, you can just download any of them. And yes, if you are one who is thinking that you don't have surrounding you with whom you can talk, with whom can you talk, so definitely you are, I don't know why are you just thinking like a moron. There are many plenty of applications are available on social media. Why not are you installing any application and doing practice there, rather than just sitting idle at home? You are doing a wrong thing. Just install any application and do practice. Being a person who have no surrounding far and wide, it gets very difficult to do practice to speak English, even for even a single line. So you are not going to do it until you learn some rules, some models. So yes, make sure learn some rules, some models, and then you go for practice. And when you go for practice, you will face so much nervousness. You will sometime you'll be demotivated. But you have to keep one thing in your mind, that it is not your native language. It is other people language, and you are just learning this language. So yes, all in all, you have to do practice without feeling shy. And yes, you don't need to think too much about this language. You don't need to fry your brain every time. You just need to do practice. Speak it out. As much as you will speak, that much perfect you will be. So yes, this is all about this video, and I hope for your best.